Casino del Sol Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Houston Cougars and the Arizona Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Well, guys, the Cougars head coach told me before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats offense onto the field for the first possession of the game. And here comes the guy that is a surgeon in this attack. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. To the air. It's Rios. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's third down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love the defensive back with vision on the quarterback. He sees it, right? He takes off the scramble. He's like, no, no, no. You're not getting this first down. Nice job coming up, making the tackle, and forcing the fourth down.
He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Cougars offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes Tavian St. Clair. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing. Throwing St. Clair. With the catch, it's Sanford. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tavian St. Clair. The throw to the outside is complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Calls his own number. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Sellers. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll keep it on second down. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they cap. With a 1-yard plunge.
Number 91 set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field.
Ready. Wide. Ready, go.
From the gun, give on the inside. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Rios. Flips it out in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And, Jesse, you see this more and more. I don't know if it's the gloves. I don't know if it's the athletes, but these guys with these one-handed catches, man, they make it look so easy.
It's crazy, and it's so nice for a quarterback to have targets with that kind of catch radius because you don't have to be perfect with the football, and you saw an example of that right there. Side note, I threw a pass like that to Pollock once in College Station, and he made a ridiculous catch. True story.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. St. Clair. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Got enough for the 1st. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Houston sends the punt team onto the field.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
The Arizona offense coming onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking for a physical. That's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Great place to start for this offense. Running inside, it's Sanford. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for room, it's turned. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
A lot of times when you think about speed back, speed, you think on the edge. You don't think in between the tackles. You don't think about breaking tackles. They try to break your ankles. The problem is when you're trying to run there as fast as you possibly can, a lot of times you don't get to put a good hit on him, and in turn you see he breaks tackles and make big plays.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To the air, it's Rios. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Tavian St. Clair with the catch. It's Young. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be...
Might have a chance. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ross. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Looking for a man. It's Rios. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And you can hear the exhale from up here, guys. Like that was a big 3rd down. This offense, they've already dug themselves a hole, right? They understand. They're down. It's getting closer to the half. They need to make some plays. That was a big 3rd down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Palmer. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Rios. A little release to the back. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now from inside the red zone. They're working that left side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, it's players over plays, isn't it? Like, find your guys, find your matchups. They keep finding him on this drive, and he keeps delivering. That's a really good job by the play caller. Don't try to get tricky. Don't try to outsmart yourself. Your guy is better than his guys.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Wildcats! Gets it into the end zone. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and make that big play.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Now on the counter. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go play action with St. Clair. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They kick it away on fourth down. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
Fires to the big fella. There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
The run from the shotgun. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Back to pass, it's Rios. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers. You've made some big plays early in this game. Field position would say you should punt it, but what does the head coach decide to do?
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him,
maybe a crease. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Moving out to the right. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And those are the ones you just want to pull it back in as soon as you throw it as a quarterback, because you know he was open, I had him, I just put too much underneath it and missed out on a big play.
Quarterback extends the play. That's caught. It's Sanford. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. When the defense loses you like that, you have to find a way to make sure the quarterback sees you.
And I guess that's waving your arms. Hey, I'm open. I never really understood that because I never feel like you're running as fast, but he got by the defense. Quarterback gets outside the pocket, makes the big completion down the field.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This time he's got his man. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And it slips just inside that right upright. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 3 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the Wildcats coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. The result today gets them back to 500. It's something they harped on in practice all week, and they will celebrate this one for at least 24 hours. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. And now over to your game at Casino del Sol Stadium. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Ooh, I don't know, guys. Did he hear footsteps running over the middle of the field where all those defenders are lurking? I think that might have got in his head, and that might have been a reason why he dropped it.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Throwing St. Clair. Looking left. The sure hands. It's Young. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Sanford. Tripped up for the tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Tavian St. Clair makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Here comes the 2-point try. St. Clair. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Dropping back, it's Rios. Makes the grab, it's Ross. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Motion from the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Arizona right back to the line. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Give to the single back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defense players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Back to throw, it's Rios. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sellers. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Makes the grab. It's Young. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Sellers. There's a crease. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll stop him right there, but it is enough for a Houston 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Complete.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throw him the football. That's when he catch a big fella.
Running inside. It's Sellers. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And the Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Throwing St. Clair. Pulls it in with one hand. Oh, how that would have swung the momentum, but instead it's just deflection, and they give up another completion.
And, Reese, we hear it all the time. It's a game of inches. Look how close that was.
Turning it on. Bulldozes his way through. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 2nd and goal for the offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchdown. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to throw. It's Rios. Bought a little time, lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Looking to convert, Arizona comes to the line. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's got room. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. He's looking to pass. Sets up the screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. It's on target and complete. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Mosley.
Well, not a lot the defense can do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Caught near the sticks. It's Mosley. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. Arizona comes out with another first down. He leaves it with his back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the fourth quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed, and that time tracking the quarterback down for a big sack.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Grabs it. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona!
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Houston offense comes onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tavian St. Clair. That's caught. It's Thomas. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get into those...
There's some room. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Fires left. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll stop the clock for an injured Wildcat. Houston will be forced to punt. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like, late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Rios. Oh, they're after him. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Takes the easy one to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Slings it downfield. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And after failing to get that fourth down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
The run inside. It's Turner. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to the well. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Coming out with it, it's Tatum. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Arizona offense coming onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Rios. Moving away from pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Wildcats want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Timeout taken by the offense is their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating the...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sanford. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Turner. Got a little grass. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.